We were relying on David De Gea to perform heroics. Oh, nice flick on by Anthony. What a goal, man. What a goal. Oh, well done, Sancho. Finds Richie. Richie finds the back of the net. Again. He finds the back of the net really late on. Really late on. This guy's becoming a super sub. Here we go. January is now upon us, and this is episode 48. We're going to kick this episode off just by talking a bit about contracts and the wage structure around the club. So as you can see, Marcus Rashford is the highest paid player. I went over it, tried to make the wages as realistic as possible, especially for the way certain players are performing. So as you can see, this is the wage list. I'm still kind of fixing it and mending it a bit. Certain players, they're being underpaid. We are going to get to those players eventually, but yeah, I'm just showing you guys. I'm trying to structure the club as realistic as possible. And when it comes to contracts, we have officially got Bruno Fernandes penned down to a further 2 extra seasons. So 2 years and 6 months, that's how long the duration of his contract is. So it should be keeping him here up until the age of 33, 34. So yeah, Bruno Fernandes, he signs a new deal. As you can see, his average rating is 6.94, so he's definitely above average. And yeah, he's definitely putting up numbers as well. 7 goal contributions across 24 appearances, which is still good numbers, especially the fact that he's dropped deeper now. And yeah, you guys have suggested making him the vice captain. I'm kind of under the assumption that he's already the vice captain. I mean, we've not really discussed it. Maybe I should do a bit better in future, discussing structural things like that. I know like FIFA, they don't include features like that, like Football Manager do, but maybe I should be a bit more creative and let you guys know what's going on. So whenever I sub Martinez off, Bruno automatically gets the captain, man. So I was kind of under the assumption that he was already the vice captain. That's just a response to a comment in the comment section. So yeah, just to give you a heads up, Bruno is pretty much automatically vice captain anyway. But if we do end up moving Martinez on, because again, like I said in a few episodes, he's quite short. I know like everyone loves him in real life, but this isn't real life, it's FIFA, and his height is a bit of a hindrance, especially defending corners and going up for corners. Like sometimes he does out jump people, but on the game, like how much could a 5'9" do to out jump someone that's 6'1"? But yeah, and there are a few funny comments as well. I'm not gonna lie, you guys do crack me up. Someone said that what was it? LaCroix, he's like he's wearing Cinderella slippers. I mean, you couldn't describe that defender any better. I like the guy, but we're trying to challenge on all fronts. He's got a high average rating, which is something that befuddles me. Like it really does, because in game, I know I show highlights. You guys don't get to see everything. But this guy's always all over the place. He's either, when he's meant to be right centre back, he's always on the left hand side, getting involved in Martinez or Vardio's business, and he's just ignoring his own duties. He's kind of reminds me of Upamecano in real life. Like he's such a beast, but he's just underperforming. It just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I will be on the lookout for a new centre back and possibly a strong CDM. I haven't got an issue with our CDMs currently. But defensively, because they're like more like deep lying playmakers, defensively they do leave us a bit vulnerable at the back. But they do kind of make up for it by being good on the ball and retaining possession. Cucurella 6.43, that is shocking. I've not really looked at things like that, and I should be looking at things like that. 6.71 from Benacer. So even those two, like maybe you guys are right. Maybe I should be in for a new CDM. I think Shola Shatiri, yeah, Shola Shatiri's got some interest. Hannibal, that deal with PSV, it fell through. I tried to get 17 million. They weren't having a bar of it. Lindelof, I don't mind selling him. I'm not selling him to a side in the Premier League. I don't care if Everton aren't challenging with us. Players like Victor Lindelof, his intelligence, I swear I highly rate him in this game. Players like him, he could change a back four. So I don't want to sell him to any side in the Premier League. But Shola Shatiri, I'm looking for roughly 30 million to 45 million for him. He is still quite young. He's still got a good amount of potential. He's just not quite doing it at Old Trafford at the moment. I could loan him out, but I am open to selling him, especially if it means we create more funds and then maybe we could make a huge signing in January or 2 good signings in January. But yeah, in this episode, you guys already know the teams that you should expect us to come up against. We played a game off camera. We won 5-0 against Middlesbrough. Now all we have left is Watford and Man City, possibly Wolverhampton. Let's see if we don't make it through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. But yeah, without further ado, let's head off into the first game, FA Cup 3rd round. And we are going to rotate a bit. A few fringe players need some game time. Expect to see Gallo. Garnacho, he did score a goal off camera against Middlesbrough, so he's gonna get. I'm gonna buy him some more time until the end of the season. If his numbers don't improve, he's gonna be just like Shature. He's gonna be on a chopping block. So yeah, let's get into the game. Okay, so we're going to be using our 4-3-3 formation. Like I said, there's a bit of rotation. Strong enough side to get the win over the line. David De Gea's and go at the back with the low Lindelof, Vardio, and Timber. Okay, he's playing left back. Martinez is in the middle with Elliott and Fernandez. Richie's up top, and Garnacho's on the left, Gallo's on the right-hand side. So I made a mistake with Timber. So for some reason, he's starting. It was meant to be Mendes. But yeah, we're over it. We'll just play like that with an inverted fullback. Okay, so the game is kicked off, just readjusting the webcam. Here we go. So Nick Powell, I ain't seen that guy since 2015 or 2014 in a Man United shirt, actually. Actually, no, 2015. But yeah, we're attacking to the right. Watford attacking to the left. Early save from David De Gea. Denies Watford a goal scoring opportunity. Ball played into the box. David De Gea comes out for it. Does well to get amongst the crowd and come out on top. Here's Timber. And they do a lot of cutting in with Timber, I guess. Not too sure if he's got a left foot on him. Here's Martinez. So yeah, we got Martinez at CDM. So it's just a bit of an experiment. As I've checked out Cucurella and Benitez's overall performances, I feel like maybe they're not the right players to sit in front of the defense, because that does cost you goals. Not having the right player to intercept passes and be in the way. Like, they're good on the ball, don't get me wrong, but if we don't have the ball, are they useful? Here's Delo. Harvey Elliott. Oh, try to go with a left foot shot. Garnacho turns, left foot shot. Okay. Garnacho's turning up. Alejandro. He manages to bag us a goal. It's 1-0 against Watford. Defensive record's getting better. It is the best defensive record, but I like to compare myself to myself. I don't compare myself to other teams. There's Martinez. So I compare myself to the previous season. I don't compare myself to the team that's second place. There's Bruno. Ooh. Richie, oh, come on, get to that Garnacho. Oh, almost. The determination was there. Remelhd throws the ball out. That's what I mean. They do need to patch that, though. I know it makes it easier for me, but I don't want it to be too easy. Goalkeepers shouldn't be distributing the ball blatantly straight to me. They should definitely improve that in EA 24, EA FC 24, whatever they're gonna call it. Gallo applying pressure to Rico Henry. He does a 1-2. Almost frees him up in the side of penalty area. Fisher, Powell has got overlap and run from Henry. Akpan cuts in, tries to find Henry. Henry seems to be the threat, the left back himself. Best hope that he doesn't get found out. Our position eventually. He's committing too high up the pitch. Ah, you prat. He's always terrible at passing the ball on the inside. He's got that overlapping, doing 1-2. He's good technical right back on my game. Trying to pass the ball on the inside with the low is very hard. His accuracy isn't there. There's Elliott. Fernandez. Garnacho. Timber. Cuts in on his right. Floats the ball in. Cleared out by Rico. Does really well. Donk loses the ball to Bruno. Gallo. Long shot from Gallo. Oh, over the bar. 39 minutes gone. It remains 1-0 as he takes the ball out from the back with little help. There's Timber. Oh, Fernandez taken out by Deli Bashiru. A yellow card is expected to be seen. If I don't see anything other than a yellow, I'm going to be highly disappointed in this referee. And a yellow card it is. Sweet mother, I'll never forget you. Okay, I'm gonna put the ball into the box. Okay, it won't let me put the ball into the box. Just gonna take this shot. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Okay, Richie. Richie's doing a lot right now. Gallo. Turning up the tempo a bit. I like that. Gallo. Delo. Martinez. Back into Gallo. There's Diogo Delo. The right hand side. Harvey Elliott. Bruno. Kayembe charging out to Bruno. Still carrying possession. Still trying to figure out a way to break Watford down. And he's offside. What? When was this? Where? Show me. His back heel. Who the hell could see that? I mean, it's a good call, but who could see that, really? Shoulder barging his his opposition. Does it quite often. When it's a shoulder challenge, 50-50, he comes out on top. Always. Really strong and quick. You're in timber. Here's Martinez. Bruno. Oh, right at the right angle. The right setup. Nice save from the Watford keeper. Still yet to make any of our 5 changes. Pass is intercepted. 1-0 seems to be the scoreline at the end of the full 90. Here we go. 1-0 is the scoreline. We could have scored more. I wish we did. I mean, confidence is still high. We're on an unbeaten run at the moment. Going into this next game, which is the Manchester derby, we should be confident enough to play them off the park or play some decent football. Garnacho, the only goal scorer, the only standout player in the final third, if I'm honest with you, showed the most determination to get into them dangerous areas. He just doesn't have the finishing ability. He had about 2-3 chances, but yeah, hats off to Alejandro. Let's head off into the menu. Okay, so apparently I am manager of the year. So we'll start off with my thank you speech. I would like to thank the subscribers. You guys are the 12th man on the pitch, especially the fans as well in the stadium. I like to thank the FA for actually not being biased and actually giving me the trophy this season. Last season, I can't remember if I won it or not. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. We don't need to do our fact checks. We don't need to do the Googles. We can just throw out statements. What else? What else? I like to thank the haters as well. People that come here to watch me lose, but we still prevail. How about that? How about that? That's my acceptance speech. So, Malacia. Wow. Malacia's got a whopping offer. Well, we've got a whopping offer for Malacia. 115 million for a fullback. This guy must be the best thing since sliced bread. I'm going to go ahead and reject that because that's Liverpool. We don't talk to the ops. We don't speak to them. Rashford is back, but I'm not too sure if he's free to play against Manchester City. I'm just glad to have him back before February because we are going to get some important games coming leaving January. So that's the Champions League, FA Cup games, Premier League games that are coming thick and fast after January as well. Yeah, I'm just happy to see one of my main talisman back in the side, back in training, and hopefully he can continue his goal scoring ways, show the rest of the strikers in the league how it's done. I know some of them have a bit of a head start on him now because of that massive stint out, and yeah, he's not even in top 5 anymore. But we play as a team. Obviously, if Rashford scores and he's top goal scorer, I love to see that. But yeah, I just know he's gonna come back with vengeance. Yeah, we're gonna continue to proceed. Still nothing in the market going on. No movement. Shola Shatiri, the deal we're still waiting for Bologna to get back to us. Okay, so at the moment it doesn't seem like any movement is gonna happen in the market. Again, we are still waiting for players to leave. If Lindelof does end up leaving in this window, we will move thick and fast for a centre back. And I already got my eyes on 2 centre backs. Corbett is one of them, and Antonio Silva is the other. But I don't think Silva's ready for negotiations again. So yeah, still more frustrations in the market. We don't always buy players in January, and especially the fact that we are normally on top, we don't really feel like we need to. It is always good to have a new face and a new addition to add some depth to the squad, good quality depth. But it just seems like in this window it might be a bit difficult. So yeah, let's head off into this next game. It's the Manchester derby, and yeah, I want to win. Here we go. We're at the famous Etihad Stadium, newly built, nicely designed. Really highly structured for a massive game like this. The Manchester derby's here. And the last time they played us in our back garden, yeah, they definitely made an example out of us. So in front of the Citizen fans, we need that payback. Okay, so Manchester City, they have Edison in goal. Catarino's at the back with Diaz, Kimpembe and Cancelo. Zielinski's in the middle with Rodri and Koopmeiners. Ocampos is up top with Haaland and Foden. Okay, so David De Gea's in goal. We have Timber at the back with Lacroix, Vardio and Malacia. Bellingham's in the middle with Martinez and Szoboszlai. Martinez, the CDM. Felix is on the left-hand side. Anthony's on the right. And then, no, Felix is down the middle, sorry. Sancho's on the left and Anthony's on the right. Okay, so my head's all over the place. Commentary's all over the place. But let's go. Manchester derby's here. And, yeah, definitely looking forward to this one. I'm quite scared. Definitely quite scared. Haaland looks focused. De Gea, he looks focused. Probably isn't. Felix. Can't really tell. Can't really tell. Okay, so here we go. Game's underway. We get the game kicked off in the Etihad Stadium. Champions will do the honours. So we give the ball up straight away, but we win a throw-in. So yeah, off the back of a victory against Watford. It's not a resounding one, but it's a victory nonetheless. One. Lacroix. Foden charging into me. Closing me down. Well done, Lacroix. Does well to hold him off. Poor pass from Felix. Poor pass. His link-up play when he's playing as a striker is very shocking, Felix. I don't like it. Not one bit. Sancho. Try to find Felix. Doesn't have the legs to beat Kimpembe to the ball. It's Catarino into Ocampos. Zielinski. Haaland in the centre circle. Spreads play to the right-hand side. And Ocampos, his pass is intercepted on the inside as Sancho plays it down the line. And again, finding a baby blue shirt. Ruben Diaz, Rodri, and City just passing the ball around in the centre circle. Lovely movement off the ball and on the ball. Ooh, take out Haaland. I won the ball. I'm sure I won the ball, referee. I swear to you, if you give a card, you are so biased. The refereeing on this game is just so annoying. Like, it's so inconsistent. If I do something, I get a red flipping card. It makes no sense. How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? He's not the last man. I barely even... I did touch him, but it wasn't that bad. I've had two-footed challenges on me, and they don't bat an eye. We've got a player sent off in the Manchester derby so early on. What kind of refereeing is this? Oh my goodness me. It doesn't add up. It does. And guess who's on the free kick? I swear, if he scores this, if they score from this. Oh my goodness me. I can't believe I'm down to 10 men this early. The referee's really killed the game. He's really killed the game for me. Sancho. But I feel like Man City are underestimating us. They're leaving a lot of gaps in behind. 1-0. 1-0. Somehow it's 1-0. Jadon Sancho has scored a goal. Seems like Lacroix is in the centre-back position all by himself. I still haven't filled that gap. I'm protesting. I'm really protesting. I will not change my formation. I am protesting. That wasn't a sending off. That wasn't a sending off. To send someone off that early in a Manchester derby for something as small as that is... you should lose your job for that. Head up. Follow up. Malacia. Volley that. Oh my God, if he caught that right. Malacia threatening to break the goal. Does he even get on target? It's obvious that they're going to be dominating possession. They've got the extra man. They're moving the ball around better. We're mainly hitting them on the break, finding openings because they're committing men forward. There's Timber. Ball goes in. Cleared out. Catarino gets the last touch on it. It did look like Diaz got the clearance out the box. Foden overlapping. Gets the ball over the top. Haaland. Koopmeiners. Haaland takes a shot. Of course. Of course. I don't even care at this point, man. I don't care. Because Vardio would have been there. Someone else. People would have been there, man. Referees just really ruined the morale of this episode for me. Maybe I just do need to fill out that gap at the back because it's getting irritating now. Seeing all these openings. Foden, well done, LaCroix. I've said a lot about LaCroix in this series, but I mean, if he's going to show me that he's got cojones, this will be the match. This will be the match. So far, he's done well. We're heading off into the interval. It's 1-1, as you can tell. My spirits are low. I'm very pissed off at the decision that the referees made, as any manager would be. But yeah, so far we're putting up a good fight. We took the lead. They've equalised. Let's head off into the second half. Anthony. Go on, Anthony. Go on, Anthony. The best in the world taking on Cancelo. Anthony runs to the byline. Hogging the ball. Finds Szoboszlai. He finds Anthony again. Doesn't get the ball under control. Here's Bellingham. City pressuring us. Szoboszlai. Anthony. Cuts it back. Timber. Come on, Timber. Get the ball out of your feet, bro. Felix is right there. We're down to 10 men. We can't be doing all these little things, these little weird animations, bro. Get the ball out your feet. This is where I start taking out on the players, even though they don't deserve it. But this is what the referee does. This is what the referee does. It's all a... 2-1 City. 2-1 City. Thank you, Bruno. João Felix, we moved them off to the left. We subbed off Sancho. Felix down the middle is terrible. But on the left, he's something else. Because as you can see, João Felix is just taking on the whole defence. He's taking on the whole defence. I must say, that's probably one of the best solo running goals in the series. But I can't react to it. Like, literally, the referees killed my morale. So if I do appear very boring for the rest of the episode, just know the referees caused all of this. But 2-2 is the scoreline. Another play off the left wing, bagging us a goal. João Felix does really well off the left, but down the middle, I swear to you, he's useless. All right, cool. This is so much pressure. I don't want to lose again to City. I really don't. I could swear the referee's been paid off. These Saudi, man, they're very corrupt, bruv. They're very corrupt. They're very corrupt, bruv. They paid off this referee. They paid off this referee. I don't even give a toss now. I don't give a toss. I'm not praising the goal. You lot are chumps. You lot are chumps. You can't do it when we have 11 men. I swear to you. If we had 11 men, we'll be all over you. I swear, I'm losing the plot, guys. I can hear these City fans. And I came into this game thinking they didn't exist. Why am I hearing voices in my head? I can't see City fans, but somehow I can hear the voices. Okay, here we go. Fernandes. I'm at war with these citizens, you know. I'm at war with them. Pass the ball, Anthony. I get it. You're the best in the world. You can take on anyone. Just release the ball and I'll ask you to, bro. Like, he just... When do you see Haaland carry the ball anyway? Like, you barely ever see Haaland just carrying the ball. He's more of a poacher. Like, the way this game makes this guy invincible. Like, he's like Ronaldo in 2012, FIFA 12. Ronaldo in FIFA 12. At this point, I give up, man. I give up. I really do. I really do. See, that was more blatantly obvious that he was trying to do that compared to the Vardio one. And this prick gives him a yellow card. Oh my God, bruv. The refereeing, man. I don't know why Pep's moaning. I should slap him at the back of his bald head. Why are you moaning? I'm hard done by. I'm in your stadium. I'm getting fucked over. And you're moaning on the touchline. You flipping trophy-deprived prick, yeah? Just because I'm sweeping all the trophies, you're out here paying these referees. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get a consolation. Wan-Bissaka, you traitor. Especially if they're paying the referees. That's my narrative. That is my narrative. We're sticking with it. I'm a sore loser. I don't care. Come on, blow the whistle now, man. Let's get into the menu. Foden. Let's go. There we go. 4-2 is the scoreline. I mean, like I said, the referee definitely... we have to deal with this. I forgot about this scenario, this cutscene. Bro, you can celebrate, but you're not winning Champions League this year. You're not winning the Prem. You might win Carabao Cup. I don't know how you guys are doing. You're not winning FA Cup. Bro, keep celebrating, because since I've come into this league, you've won nothing, Pep. You've won nothing at all. That's what happens when you got hate in your heart. Okay, so the atmosphere after the Manchester derby is a bit gloomy at the moment amongst the dressing room. But yeah, we got a message from Anthony Guide about the result, but thanks for giving me a game. I really feel like the injury's behind me now. Yeah, no worries, you didn't last time. I mean, he was the only guy that was taking it to them down that right-hand side. We do have scouting reports, so we're just going to check them out a bit. This guy looks good, James Parker. Okay, so we're just fishing for the next top talent, Jacob Little. Let's just check him out, see what he's saying. Got one from Sweden. Report. Okay, let's see what this guy's saying. Okay, 17 years of age, late bloomer in the academy. Then we got one last one, Denmark. Really trying to find different crops of players from different parts of the world. Olsen. I like the look of this guy. Might have to switch up his position though. Just gonna take a look at him. Let's see what he's saying. Okay, so not all of the players that I just signed, they're not all of them are in good shape. Some of them, they're at their rawest form. So we do need to give them some time. So players like this, Albin Anderson, overall 48, but his potential 77 to 94. I mean, give him time. He's got a lot of technical and mental attributes that he does need to improve on. Physical side, he does have a few reds, but he's got more yellows and greens compared to his technical ability. So yeah, right now he's a raw talent. Give him some time. There are a few players that I most likely will get rid of straight away, like these 17-year-olds with low overalls. I don't mind if their potential's high, but I mean, I like to work with players and build upon them so they're ready for the first team. Being 17 and joining the academy at a low overall gives you less of a chance to break into my side. But yeah, it looks like we might have our own Ericsson. We was looking at Lucas Ericsson, but we got Bjorn Ericsson, the Swedish version, and he kind of looks quite similar to that Ericsson as well. It's actually quite eerie. But at the moment, he's a CDM. Again, he's one of those players I'm trying to figure out what I should make him. We're just going to take a look at his individual attributes, assess him, and then come up with a development plan from there. Let me know in the comment section below, out of all those players who stood out to you, who are you looking forward to seeing me use out of those new intakes, and what should I do with some of them? If you guys have ideas, come up with some, and I'll try to listen to them and implement them. But yeah, at the moment in the league, the top goal scorers, as you can see, Chuck Wheezy, he's having a really prolific season. 17 goals. He's first place. Haaland is second with 14. Gabriel Jesus third with 12. Tammy Abraham 12 goals as well. He's fourth, and fifth place is Osimhen. With the Man United players, the highest top goal scorer for us is Rashford with 9. Felix has 9 as well. Mokoko's 15th with 8, and that's just in the Premier League. I feel like in all competitions, they're probably outscoring some of these strikers on this list. But yeah, like I said, Rashford, he does need a few run of games, and then yeah, we'll probably see where he's gonna go from there. In terms of the next game, we are going to be playing against okay, so Huddersfield is the FA Cup game. So what we're gonna do, we are going to play, I would say, because we had a defeat in the league, we are gonna play this league game. We're gonna play Wolverhampton. Huddersfield, we'll play it off camera. Old Trafford. I'm surprised the home crowd has even bothered to turn up after that stink of a performance in the Manchester derby. But the faithful fans are here. They deserve a pat on the back as they've come to the stadium to be the 12th man. Yeah, in terms of the starting 11, I don't really have faith in Felix up top, so we are gonna stick with Richie. Felix is gonna sit on the bench. come off the bench as a striker. We've got Jadon Sancho coming off the left-hand side. Anthony obviously off the right. Harvey Elliott gets a nod over Szoboszlai, bringing 1 or 2 players because 88 million left to spend. We need to utilize that, or we could just put that towards the summer war chest. There's Benacer, Bellingham, Malacia, into Martinez. Lindelof spreads play to the right-hand side into Delo. Delo finds a player in the box. Oh, there we go. 1-0. Fantastic. Jadon Sancho on the loose ball. Puts it away. We take the lead. Playing advantages now. Even after the interference of play. There's Sancho. Jadon. Go on, Sancho. Go on, Sanch. Switches play to the right-hand side. Delo heads it down. Anthony. We mean business in this game. Ball played in. Far post. Jadon Sancho. He was offside. Maximiano forced to get a hand on it. Sancho seeming to be a really huge threat at the moment for Wolverhampton. Martinez. Malacia. Bellingham. Right, that right there should have been an interception from Benacer. I'm starting to see a lot of potholes in this guy's game now. When we don't have the ball, his interceptions aren't really at it. Doesn't really win the ball that much, now that I think about it. Poor first touch, Elliott, man. Fix that. Ball in behind. Musa with the shot. Nice save from Lafont. Salamakers. Musa in the box. Ooh, sends me. Musa. Oh, that's a goal. Oh, he's missed it. How's he missed that? Han Chi has had a stinker of a miss just now. He hits the bar from close range, but it was an awkward angle. But at the same time, he's a striker. He should be putting that away. It remains 1-0 as we look to hit them on the other end. Malacia, Sancho, right foot shot, blocked by Godfrey. Move the ball along the ground a lot faster. Pass and move is the message from me to my players. Pass and move seems to be working. Malacia. Bellingham. Benacer, left foot shot. It's blocked on the edge of the box. Here's a Kofal into Mahar. Into Salamakers. Well done, Bellingham. Being a nuisance, drag him up, drapes him. Illich. And Delo can easily cut out that pass. Oh, Sancho. Sucking in Kofal, allowing Malacia to overlap. He's got a lot of space to run into. Here's Harvey Elliott. Left foot shot along the ground. Not really testing out Maximiano. Harvey Elliott yet to score a goal on camera. We spent 57 million on him. He's very useful off the bench. Very useful squad player. I'm sure you guys want to see some goal contributions from him before you start labeling him a flop. And I mean, if you do, it's understandable. Malacia into Jadon Sancho. Sancho lets me down again. We'll play down the line into Musa, who's through on goal. Musa. 1-1. I'm not really seeing it anymore. So realistically, what am I being loyal to? Like, am I being loyal to the fact that I signed him? Am I being loyal to the fact that he's a familiar face? What am I being loyal to? Because right now, these guys are showing me evidence that I need to go into the market and have an overhaul. I might not even do the challenge. I might not do the challenge this summer. That challenge might have my hands tied behind my back. I feel like with the amount of trophies I've won, I definitely deserve a free spend in summer to change the squad, because this is not on. This is definitely not on. Bellingham. Sancho. Come on, dink that into the box. Come on, Bellingham. Oh my goodness me. Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham. Take a bow. Take a bow after that. This guy, he just gives me Zinedine Zidane vibes. Like, he just does whatever he wants. He scores Trevellas. He does little feints, little tricks, little roulettes. You may not see it off camera. He scores bicycle kicks as well, volleys. This guy, he does it all. Jude Bellingham, 120 million well spent. An assist from Szoboszlai as well. We take the lead again, but my views, they do still stand. Some of these guys, they are letting me down. And let me know in the comment section below. Should I put my foot down? Should I put my foot down at some point? 2-1 is the scoreline. Unexpected goal from Jude Bellingham has given us the lead again. Things are restored. But it's another episode. There's too many episodes so far this season where I've just left it just disappointed with the overall performance. We don't move the ball. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? It's not making any sense to what my defenders are doing. That one through ball from kickoff, and you've just allowed that to go through. Salamak is just making us look like pansies at this point. Real joke, man. Look at this. One ball in behind. What is Lindelof doing? I don't even blame Martinez. He's meant to be on the left side. What's Lindelof doing? The very thing I praise him about, he's not showing his intelligence. Oh my God. 88th minute. Ilic has equalized. I'm so frustrated, man. I'm so... Two-two. 2-2 is the scoreline. Oh my goodness me, man. These guys are real joke, man. Jude Bellingham, hats off to you. You scored a spectacular goal. You gave me a moment of joy. It did get ruined by the back line. I might have to show that same comment that I showed earlier. I don't think it's just LaCroix, man. I don't think it's just LaCroix. Everyone's got slippers on. They're dancing like Cinderella. Let's head off into the menu. Okay, so we've had a really shocking episode, if I'm honest with you. And right now, people are on the chopping block. People are being transfer listed. People are being flirted with other clubs, and I'm entertaining it because I'm fed up with this squad, especially the defense. So we've gone in for Corbett. We've put in a 57.3 million bid, which has been accepted. We are now negotiating terms for his contract. We're on deadline day as well. I've delegated this to the assistant manager, so we're going to see if we come out with a good deal. There's going to be more signings. 88 million is how much money I have to spend. 57 million of it is pretty much gone. So 88 million, so let's just say 31 million left to spend. We could buy another squad player, possibly someone that can push certain players in certain positions, because right now everybody seems complacent. Okay, big talks are happening now. I did say ruthless aggression, not even just on the pitch, off the field. We are in negotiations. I did bring this player in with high hopes, but his average rating is poor. We're having a really poor season. Obviously, comparing it to my usual performances, this is still considered a good season for a lot of clubs, but for me, it's really poor. So Cucurella, with negotiations with PSG over Cucurella, 70 million. I'm going to see if I can push the boundary. 70 million will do. Adding that to my bank account will be nice. 62 million with a sell-on clause. I don't really care at this point. We didn't really pay too much money for him. I think it was like 40 million, north of 40 million. But yeah, 60 something million is the agreement. Okay, we have brought in a really young prospect, Joseph Corbett from AC Milan. 57.3 million is the fee that we have paid for this young player. Hopefully he can come into the side, bolster the squad, put some pressure on a lot of these comfortable players, and yeah, hopefully we've got many good seasons to come with this player. Leaving on deadline day, Maxence Cucurella is not worked out for him in a United shirt. So yeah, we are going in a different direction. 63 million is what we received for him. PSG are now receiving the Frenchman. Okay, the deadline day has passed, and we've only bought in one player, which was Corbett for 57 million. You already know. I am looking forward to using him. Hopefully he does work out. So the plan is, I'll tell you guys the plan in a moment, actually. But in terms of how much money we have left to spend, so when we signed Corbett, we had about 88 million. So that took us down to, I would say, 31 million if we're rounding it down. Yeah, the sell of Cucurella, 62 million. So that adds an extra 62 million. So we have 93 million left over. So if we was to do a challenge next season, I'm not gonna lie, I'm moving that money over to the next budget, which would be probably 150 million, which would take it to 240 something million. But I might not do the challenge because I definitely need to rebuild the squad. Right now, my players are letting me down. We're conceding silly goals. Goalkeeper getting dinked because the player has so much space in behind. It's like the recovery pace is gone because certain players are getting older, or some players are just drifting out of place to the point where there's no going back. There's no way to catch up to the striker, and we definitely need to improve the positioning of these defenders. This is what I plan to do for the rest of the season, because this is actually getting ridiculous now. Benacer does absolutely nothing as a CDM. I've sat back and watched him in this episode. Like, certain players, like, they get away with certain things because we're getting good results, and I'm not really reading into their performances too much when I should. And then when I see them, it's just a slap in the face. We're in the wrong lineup. We're in the training lineup. Let's move over to this one. There we go. That's how it's supposed to look. Okay, so yeah, we're just adjusting the team sheets. I'm gonna try and move Harvey Elliott down to the right hand side, giving Shatiri more opportunities as a cam. Right now, Sancho, Felix, I feel like they're a bit comfortable. If I add Harvey Elliott as a winger, it's gonna add that extra quality on the wing. Anthony does need some competition, or he needs some rest from time to time, just to keep him sharp. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly show you guys what I plan to do for the rest of the season. So Martinez is supposed to be the CDM now, and we got Corbet next to Lacroix. Lacroix is the highest rated centre back when it comes to average rating. So I am putting my faith in the FIFA statistics, and I'm gonna assume Corbet can sit or slot next to Lacroix. If it doesn't work out, we're gonna try Lindelof next to Lacroix. Lindelof, he's very solid. He's got a high average rating as well. That's why I was reluctant to sell him to AS Monaco. If anyone's going to be the scapegoat, it's going to be the player with the lowest average rating if we're going by logic. Even though in-game Vardio doesn't feel like the problem, Lacroix does, but it's obviously stating that Vardio is the worst defender out of all of the top defenders in my first team. So we are going to try and be proactive, not complain too much, and try to switch things around and see what works and what doesn't. In the next episode, hopefully we can figure out a pattern of play, and hopefully the players can gel with the new boy at the back, referring mainly to the back line. Roma, first leg, Arsenal, home game, second leg, Roma. So we're gonna get around the 16 out of the way. We're gonna let these little games be played off camera, and then we're gonna come back and basically take a look at the table and just basically recap what's happened during the course of those games that were played off camera. I feel like I've waffled a lot. I feel like this episode's gonna end up being long, even though that wasn't the plan, which does kind of frustrate me in the back of my own head right now. We're gonna quickly take a look at the standings, and as you can see, we're gonna end this episode with a game in hand and 2 points below Arsenal. So Arsenal are first at the moment with 24 games played with 55 points. We are second with 53 points on the table and 23 games played. Below us are Liverpool, third place, 52 points. Manchester City, fourth place, 51 points. Like I said, title race wide open. Top 4 race wide open. Let's see what the relegation battle's saying. Wide open. Okay, yeah, a lot has happened in this episode, a lot of demoralizing things for me, so hopefully my energy being a lot lower than it was at the start of the episode hasn't ruined the audience retention. I think that's what I'm looking for. But yeah, if you made it this far, please remember to smash that like button, sub to the channel if you are new, and also hit the notification bell so you're notified when I go live, premiere video, or upload one. Okay guys, get in the comment section below. What do you think of this episode? Did I drag it on too long? Do I need to do way more business in the January transfer window in terms of my series? Am I not doing enough business to make it interesting? Or do you guys prefer that I'm more realistic with it? I'm not just playing career mode and just signing damn near everyone and anybody I see with a high overall. Just let me know. I'm trying my hardest. I can't even English. Trying my hardest to flip it, make this as entertaining as possible. I know some of you guys like the way I structure it right now, but I'm always looking to improve. So yeah, constructive feedback is always welcome. Like I don't expect you guys to tell me that I'm one of the best out there at the moment, or my channel's gonna be big in a year's time. I'm really grateful for those comments. I really am. But I'm always trying to look to improve on my content. So yeah, constructive criticism is always welcome. Please get in the comment section below. Let me know what I need to improve on. And obviously, it's always nice to hear what you're doing well. But yeah, definitely want to improve on my craft. Take care for now. Hope to see you in episode 49. Peace.